breaking my leg, which I'm still sort of coming to terms with really, but obviously there could be worse things that could happen. But so I thought that I'd perhaps document, as I've got plenty of time on my hands, sort of my recovery process. So I broke my leg 3 days ago in the snow, fell over on the snow. I'm 38. I didn't expect, I don't know, you always think you're invincible, don't you, I guess. But yeah, sure enough, I broke it, and I broke it really good. I'm sort of trying to get used to a slightly different set of circumstances. I've hired myself a wheelchair, which, I mean, at the moment, it's just taking a little getting used to. And obviously got crutches, so I've got two sort of methods of getting about at the moment. And the wheelchair at the moment is quite invaluable. I'm getting stuck in the snow a little bit. So basically what happened was that we had a load of snow in Dorset, in this part of Dorset, within like a couple of hours. So I fell over through stupidity, I guess, slipped over. I heard these cracks in my leg, and I've never broken anything before, but sure enough I was on the floor. I tried to get up, and then I realised there was something wrong, and then the pain was just excruciating. I was quite far away from the house. I say quite far away, we live on an estate on a farm about 400 yards away from the house, and so I wasn't quite sure how I was going to get home, and that's all I wanted to do really, because it was really cold. So I tried to bum shuffle back to the house. It was just so painful. And then my better half came and saved me on a sledge. So she sledged me back home. So having been sledged back home, we've got like a sliding door just around the side of our house. So I managed to, get onto the floor, like a wooden floor, and I didn't move for about an hour and a half. I'd got like wellies on. All I wanted to do was just get these flipping wellies off me, but I didn't have the sort of the guts really to pull them off, because it was just so painful on my leg. So I stayed there for a while, and I tried to sort of ride it out. I thought, oh, it'll be okay. Like the pain will perhaps get better in a bit, and then I'll sort of be able to collect myself, and maybe sort of drive me to a hospital. But it didn't get any better. It just got worse, more painful. I stuck it out until about 3 a.m. and then rang 999, and by that point I was sort of like very, very cold as well, even though there was like stacks of heating on in the house, which I think was probably just shock maybe, or pain. And then the ambulance came, and they managed to get through the ice, all the icy roads, and come and get me, and took me to Dorset County Hospital. The following morning, after having x-rays, they took me in for surgery. So basically I'd broken my tib and fib in the lower leg, the bones that are in the lower leg, the key ones, which apparently it's quite common to break both of them. But I did a pretty good job, and then I did fractured them as well, sort of at the top and the bottom, near the ankle and knee kind of areas. And then the surgery involved putting a metal rod through one of the bones, all the way through it, and then a series of screws as well at the top and bottom to support it. So I'm going to go and feed my chickens now, and see if I can make it to the chicken enclosure to feed them without getting stuck. You can have some too. This is the wheelchair that I've hired. So obviously the NHS is fantastic, but they can't give you chairs, they can give you crutches. So I've hired one of these. I think it's about 30 quid for the week. Just a pretty conventional chair. This is what I wanted, something that I can, do a bit of cardio, I guess. And then it's got this support for my leg, which is pretty invaluable. My leg, it's really, really weird feeling, but it feels like, because I know what the procedure was, and it's just so important to me. It feels like it's made of glass, like sort of Swarovski or something like that, or crystal glass. That's how fragile it feels. So I'm really like worried about knocking it on anything, for fear that it might just shatter again, and I'll have to go back to hospital and have it all done again. So two days in now. Got home pretty quickly. I sort of insisted on getting home, and now I'm just sort of trying to get used to this kind of new situation, and how I'm going to get around. It's yeah, it's, you know, I'm quite an active person, so before this I was running every other day, and, you know, doing weights and things like that. So being outside is and being active is really important to me. So this is very frustrating, but I'm not going to let that bother me. I have been a bit upset, you know, which is bound to be the case, but yeah, I'm not going to, definitely not going to be sitting on my laurels, getting depressed about it. Yeah, I'm just going to try and, it's another challenge, isn't it, in life, to try and overcome. And yeah, I don't mind a challenge, so just got to try and weave my way through it, and recover as quickly as I can. So I thought maybe this vlog would be a way of showing how I recover with it, which will be happening. I definitely will be recovering from it. And then if anybody else breaks their leg and watches it, they might find it useful to see somebody else's journey. So there you go.